What's going on, Dodgers Nation? D-Mac here. Trevor Bauer will not face criminal charges. We're going to dive into that in just a second. Well, quick reminder for all the latest Dodgers news and rumors, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. Really helps out the channel. And as always, I want your takes down below in the comment section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day. What are your thoughts on Trevor Bauer not facing any criminal charges, and what do you think Major League Baseball should do with Bauer? Let me know down below. And for all the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And we got some breaking news here in the Dodgers Nation headquarters. This just in, Trevor Bauer will not face criminal charges. After a 5-month review of the Pasadena police investigation into allegations of sexual assault, Trevor Bauer will not face criminal allegations. On July 2nd, Major League Baseball put Bauer on administrative leave and extended it through the entire season. He missed the final 81 games of the year, including postseason. That's half of the season, and he was paid for the entire time. Now, the Dodgers still owe Trevor Bauer $64 million, and the next big question is, what will Major League Baseball do? How will they rule in this case? Will they suspend Trevor Bauer? And that is likely what's going to happen next, but then again, we are amid an MLB lockout, and it's unlikely that a suspension will be levied during an MLB lockout. And if you look at baseball's domestic violence and sexual assault policy, it states that a single incident of abusive behavior may subject a player to discipline. Now, the policy also states that lack of consent is inferred when a person uses force, harassment, threat, or force, or other coercion, or when the victim is asleep, incapacitated, unconscious, or legally incapable of consent. So, when it comes to Major League Baseball in this case, you know Rob Manfred is going to levy down a suspension. The only question now is, how long is that suspension going to be? Is it going to be 10 games? Is it going to be 30 games? And when they do it, will Trevor Bauer accept that suspension? Well, I think that's very unlikely at this point. And it would be the first time that a player has contested it. Now, Bauer was on administrative leave, like I said, for the final 81 games. And if he does get that suspension, will he try to have that suspension as retroactive? Will he say, hey, I've already served those games? And then also, you know how Trevor Bauer is. You know his personality. He's going to come out with guns a-blazing saying that I shouldn't have to get suspended at all whatsoever. He's going to say it was a he say, she say. And if you look at a tweet from Trevor Bauer, there are two people who know what happened. One is a habitual liar, proven to have misled the court. The other hasn't spoken about it. So just from that language right there, I think you can fully expect Trevor Bauer to not accept this suspension when it does eventually come down on him. And that, to me, is going to be his argument. The he say, she said, he's going to say that, oh, she completely made it up, that was all consensual, and then he has no business being suspended. And I think that when it comes to negotiating whether or not it was a time served situation for Bauer, he's going to look at it in the same light. Now, the other big question now is, what will the Los Angeles Dodgers do in this situation? Because if he does get suspended and he serves that suspension, do they bring him back? Now, we got to talk about baseball for a second. The Dodgers definitely need starting pitching, and Trevor Bauer, that was their big offseason splash last year. They signed him to that record 3-year, $102 million deal. Like I said, they still owe him $64 million, and he received every penny of his contract so far. So if you're the Dodgers, you say, hey, he wasn't charged, he served his suspension, do we bring him back on the team? Well, I think that, like many of you guys in the comments, a lot of you guys support Trevor Bauer's return, but there's also Dodger fans out there that don't support it. Trevor Bauer is a very polarizing figure among the Dodger fan base, and I think that it is a potential PR nightmare for this Dodgers organization. The optics may not look good. Maybe they just don't want to deal with the distraction of having Trevor Bauer back on the team, but Trevor Bauer, he fully expects that he's going to be back with the Dodgers. You saw him commenting to fans. He even commented on one of our YouTube videos a few weeks ago talking about how he can't wait to be back in Dodger blue or something along those lines. So right now, basically what you need to know is, one, Trevor Bauer will not face criminal charges, and two, Major League Baseball can still suspend him. Just because Trevor Bauer didn't get just because Trevor Bauer didn't face criminal charges, that does not mean that he won't be suspended, because that's likely going to be the case. Just look at Julio Urias. He was facing a misdemeanor charge after something that happened at the Beverly Center last year, and he didn't face charges, but you saw he still had a suspension. So the other thing too is with Trevor Bauer is you just never know. Maybe he wants out of Los Angeles. Maybe he works with the organization. They try to facilitate a trade of some sort. I highly doubt the Dodgers will look to buy him out, considering Trevor Bauer is going to want every single penny of the contract he signed. So look, at this point, it's a good day for Trevor Bauer, of course, because he's not facing those criminal charges, and really the next move is going to be on Major League Baseball the minute the lockout ends, because it's unlikely at this point that you're going to have a suspension ruled during a lockout. And you know the owners will probably want that, but that's not going to be the case. So we'll see what happens as soon as this lockout ends, and hey, we'll see if Trevor Bauer will be back on the Dodgers, because yes, the Dodgers need starting pitching, and two, he didn't face criminal charges. But look, at the end of the day, it's going to be a big decision for this organization as far as how they're going to move forward with him, how the league will rule, and how Trevor Bauer will respond. But I want all your thoughts down below. I want all your reactions to Trevor Bauer not facing criminal charges. Like I said, this is breaking news here at the new Dodgers Nation office here, DNHQ. So we're just running this right away. So give me all your takes down below. And do you think the Dodgers should bring Trevor back next year? Do you want to see him pitching in Dodger blue, or do you not want Trevor Bauer back? You remember last year there was some stories about how some of the players in the Dodgers clubhouse didn't want him back under any circumstances. You saw the team distance themselves from Trevor Bauer. So it's going to be a lot of decisions that are going to have to be made. We'll see if Trevor Bauer releases a statement or a tweet. I'm sure that'll be coming very, very soon here. But I want all your thoughts and reactions down below in the comment section. Once again, breaking news: Trevor Bauer will not face criminal charges. My name is D-Mac. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. For all the latest Dodgers news and rumors, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. For all the latest Dodgers Nation merch, head over to GearUp.LA. Some of the best Dodgers t-shirt designs in the game. You're going to find it right over there at www.gearup.la. Download the new Dodgers Nation app for my Android iPhone users. For the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.